addicted, let's have a look at this. The term addict means any individual who habitually uses any narcotic drug so as to endanger the public morals, health, safety, or welfare. So if I'm
not even that a habit, it's just because you do it.
Home, pretty much like I am right now. Well, I'm not actually raising up right now, but I am in my home right now. If I'm doing something at home in the privacy of my own home, does that endanger the public morals, health, safety, or welfare? Personally, I don't think so. But again, it depends on who is interpreting and applying that law. Or, let's go on.
What up there, Jay? Y'all know to go check out the big homie daily. He's also a level 1 Buy Me a Coffee member who pays for the full year at once. So he gets 2 months for free. Be smart like the Jay and stay healthy also. Shout out to Big Bro. Appreciate it for pulling up on you, boy. I know. It's all live out here in the streets.
You know, you lost all self-control. That is something that is pretty subjective, isn't it? Like, I can think I've not lost self-control. Someone else can think I have. Someone who does not partake in the good herb at all could say, yo, this guy, I seen him smoking 2 weeks ago. He's smoking again. That's crazy. He has no self-control. Again, that's a really subjective thing, and it's so open-ended that it can be defined and changed by anyone based on different circumstances, different situations, or how that person and that person themselves perceives the good plant. So let's go on.
The use of narcotic drugs is to have lost the power of self-control with reference to this addiction. That's a lot of open-ended language, folks. Endanger public morals, health, safety, welfare, or lost power of self-control with reference to this addiction. So public intoxication, is that endangering public morals?
Good point. Public intoxication. There are drunk people all the time walking around the streets. You see them outside clubs. You see them outside parties. You see them everywhere. But does that mean they lose their 2A rights? Typically, I don't think so. From what I've experienced, a lot of the times they don't. Interesting point.
It might not be in San Francisco, but it might be in Oklahoma City. And on top of the fact that you have different areas that feel differently about drug use, now we have the same question about how do they feel about guns. And quite often, people who take a left on guns may take a left on drugs, and likewise, right on drugs, right on guns. So how are they going to feel about once we start basically connecting the two? How about the phrase that talks about
exactly why we have a blue check. Shouts out to the network.
Monthly use, per se, a loss of
self-control. As your monetization coach, I'll put you in the game.
Exactly. How much is too much? How can someone determine what's too much? What may be good for me may not be good for you. Very, very interesting things to consider.
Does the frequency of use even have any kind of bearing whatsoever on whether or not you're addicted?
Because you can use frequently or you can use infrequently. You can probably blaze up once a day. Someone may just hit up one bowl once a day. Someone may roll up a massive blunt once a day. The amount is different. The frequency and the amount, the amount literally can play a role in this too.
You can see all these questions arising.
All these questions.
Ultimately, if the law is struck down by the U.S. Supreme Court in the Daniels case or another case, at least the guardrails might be put up somehow on how we might be getting some clarity to avoid an era of, frankly, quite unequal prosecution across America under this statute. I do predict that the U.S. Supreme Court will, at a minimum, with time, allow laws that prohibit individuals from being under the influence from possessing firearms being constitutional and legal, since there is at least some history there of states doing just that. Whether the courts disallow individuals who are drug users, perhaps legal ones, but are sober from possessing firearms, that's definitely a major step, and I would say even a leap into something that we have covered in other videos in depth, and we've examined that history. If you want to see more about that, check out our...
There are a lot of variables when it comes to this, but I really want to find out what you guys think. Is this something that affects you guys? Is it something that is on you guys' mind? Is it something that you guys have any opinions on? Drop them down below and let me know. I'm always interested to find out what you guys got to say. There's also a lot of things happening down in Florida when it comes to recreational herb, and to find out more about that and how those can impact things in the future, definitely check out that video because it's coming.